What's up, you guys? It's your boy Big Al, and this is Garret, Full Flava Extracts. Big rep for the fucking dopest dope around, man. What's up, Garret?
Nothing much, man. How are you?
Bro? I'm doing good, dog. So Garret came by, repping Full Flava Extracts, bringing some hash rosin. He brought us puff coke, because that's his favorite way to smoke out of it, and it's the way he feels that he gets the best flavor out of it, right? You're telling him about this beautiful implant install that you got in there, little add-on inside of it. There's some like gnarly science behind it. What makes it smoke so good and gives it that full potential of what its full flavor is. And it's not quartz.
Yep.
Right? What is it exactly that you put in there?
It's a ceramic nitride insert. It's from this company, Fade Space. They're in Boston. Fade Space official. Mm-hmm. Basically, this thing was just a paperweight before that. It just didn't vape as well, and these new insert just makes it way more efficient. Battery life just lasts way longer. I'm using it on a lower setting, and
which is huge. Which is
fucking gives you clouds.
Yeah.
You know, but basically before, and I've seen other people have their puffcos, and it wasn't, it was like lackluster.
Yeah, lackluster, right. And it's something that I've heard as well. So it's really cool to, I was talking to Garret the other day, and he was blowing huge, beautiful white clouds. I was like, dude, that's like the gnarliest cloud I've ever seen come out of a puffco. And he broke down the science behind. He's about to exemplify right now and show an example of these big, beautiful clouds. What is that? What strain is that exactly, by the way, that you're gonna smoke on right now?
This is muffins from Dying Breed Seeds. It's I saw it in two different OGs listed. It's either Eddie Lep OG or Oz Kush. They have crossed with this muffin strain, and it just tastes like sweet muffins and gas. It just like sweet, it's a perfect blend of sweet and gas on the tail end.
Okay.
That smell.
Beautiful. Oh shit. And you can see in the color of this shit too, dude. This is no ordinary, this is beautiful, dude. Yeah, smells like muffin dough.
It's pretty nice, dude.
Pretty amazing. How many different strains does Full Flava put out as far as like hash rosin wise? Would you like to say is a variety of strains?
So he's got a network of homies that are constantly producing fire, and they're always trying to make the best hash strains. So they're cultivars. That's the technical term.
Okay. Weed knowledge.
I've been corrected up north.
Cultivars.
Yeah. It's a big difference.
I've never heard that word before, which is actually really cool.
But yeah, they're always trying to find the best shit, basically. And right now I only have 3 flavors on me, but he's got like 6 other flavors that I'm needing to grab. I'm slacking basically for not going up there and getting more. But I got a little bit left I gotta get rid of. But everything he produces is fucking just
amazing.
Yeah, he's just since I've been following him since 2013. He's just been a man of quality. Producing bubble hash one a time when it was like nothing but black,
tar.
The funky looking shit.
Tar.
And this was literally at the time his was some of the first shit. And mind you, there was other hash producers out there. I'm not saying he was like the man, but
goat.
he was one of them for sure. Super fucking chill dude. And I remember the sour diesel was like gold in color, and you could see it fucking glistening, and it was absolutely amazing.
So how did it come about to where you and this dude like pretty much crossed paths and it led to the relationship that you guys have now, where you are a rep and you fucking do an amazing job at repping, and not only that, but explaining the product and giving a breakdown of the product to where it is convincing, and you know what I'm saying? It makes you an amazing rep. How did that come across?
Pretty much just been supporting him, and I'd go to these events where this was back in the days before it was fully legal. It was what is it? Prop 215. There we go.
Shout out 215.
And they would have like speakeasy places, where you go and vape your hash. Excuse me, 1 second.
Big beautiful clouds coming your guys' way right here. So this is that installment that Garret has. He's only on the 2nd power level of the Puffco, when most people you see ripping them are on the 3rd tier and they're frying their lungs. That shit is white, dude. Big ass cloud, he's still ripping it. Look at that. That's beautiful, dude. It's not often that you see a cloud of that thick and white and smoke coming out of a Puffco. It's dope. It's beautiful, dude. No cough. Chilling. Not too hot.
Love it. It's fucking
That's
awesome.
amazing. And it's even then to where you still get a nice puddle at the bottom of it, which shows you true definition of the flavor palette of the wax. You know, sometimes obviously when you take a dab out of your quartz nail, it just turns tar black at the bottom because it's burnt it through to where it is that black residue there.
You're trying to vape it, not cook it.
Not cook it, exactly.
Yeah, totally. But yeah, pretty much just I followed him, and I think it was a cannabis cup in San Francisco. I drove up there and pretty much spent all of my fucking money on his hash. Like, told him too before I drove up there. I was like, yo, dude, I'm pretty much only coming up here to fucking
fuck with
rep your shit. Yeah, because you had the fire. Fucking spent like all my money. Wasn't even gonna spend the night in Frisco. It was gonna be
Four figures?
It was gonna be. It was like around like $2,000, something around there.
Ooh, that's nice. That's for straight rosin. That's a good amount of money.
Well, bubble hash at the time.
Bubba hash.
But fucking basically was like damn near broke, and they were short staffed at the booth. Ended up helping them out. Got invited to dinner. Was from there it was just nothing.
Just clicked.
But, yeah.
True support, which led into a growing relationship. And, so they're based out of. Are they still based out? They're based out of NorCal.
Yeah, NorCal area, all over.
And how? So did you ever at any point? Were you at NorCal at any point? Like, for example, were you staying up there? Did you ever help him kind of like produce this type of stuff? And you saw the full format and the steps that took to the final product?
Yep.
So you want to go ahead and kind of break that down for me a little bit? How is it that we kind of get this final beautiful product?
Totally.
Oh, I forgot about that.
There you go.
Still rook.
Pretty much helped out on farms. Everything from start to finish, from sprouting seeds to harvesting to washing the hash, and then now to making the rosin, which was it. I think 2015 is when it blew up, like around there. 2014, 2015. The technique had actually been around for a long time, but it just like out of the blue, somebody started doing it all over again, and it started this fucking craze basically, and just
I coughed.
For the rosin, we first make bubble hash, which taking the plant.
That was fucking beautiful. Holy shit.
Yeah, no worries.
Taking the plant.
Taking a harvested plant, freezing it, and
freezing it.
Yeah, it's all to help in the process of the bubble hash making. The idea is you're putting these buds in a washing machine with ice and water, right?
Okay.
And you're getting it real cold, and you're just making the trichomes brittle so they fall off, right? And the water and the ice in there just keeps it cold, and the water is spinning. Agitation helps break the shit off, right?
Oh shit.
And so from there, you dump it into these micron filter bags, right?
So the trichomes are now shedded, or have been pretty much.
Yeah. If you saw it in the process, you could see it looks like fruit juice almost. Like when they're spinning a purple plant, it's got like purple ass juice in there.
Oh shit.
And yeah, I've seen some almost pink hued stuff. A lot of times it's like bright golden yellow because that's usually
the color of the trichome.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. That's
but it's a fucking awesome process. And from there, you dump this slushy water that has all these trichomes in it into these micron filter bags. And it's like you're panning for gold almost at that point, right? You have these different layers, and they just represent different qualities.
Okay.
Right? Like, as the bag goes down, it's finer.
Oh, it's finer. The finest and the purest of it is at the bottom.
Yes, and they have layered bags. There's like 45 micron, 90 micron, 120 micron, 160 micron. All these numbers.
Numbers. They'll pretty much break down. Yeah. The trichome level according to its tier, accordingly to the way.
Pretty much, And so if you can imagine, it's just collecting these heads that are a specific size, 160 micron or 90 micron, 73, whatever it is. And from there, you got to dry the hash, and that was when the process, like when I said I was following him, that's when it shifted because the technique changed. It was like a huge deal, and basically people used to just wash this material and then dry it like out in the open or chop it up on some cardboard or whatever, right? And the idea was that it just captured a lot of water. Okay. And so now you're getting like a tainted product because it's like, it has the ability to fucking produce mold in it, and or it's steaming when you're smoking it, right? Like the idea is that you want it dry.
Yeah.
And so that's where I don't know who started this term or the technique, but basically the people would freeze the hash patties, right? Okay. And then from there you would fucking microplane it. They'd have cookie racks, right?
Oh, shit.
It was like, it looked like a baker's setup.
Yeah,
was, you know, you'd have a whole room that was humidity and temperature controlled, and just sitting there fucking, it looked like you're zesting a puck, right?
Pretty much a hash patty.
Yeah,
because it had been frozen at that point.
Yep.
That's gnarly.
And but now the technique that was like the standard issue method, right? Like for a long period of time, still is. But there's a newer method that just came out, or it's been around, but basically it got adopted by the weed industry, right? And it's freeze dryers. They're fucking just a big.
And they look like conventional ovens and shit like that.
Kinda, yeah. It almost looks like a washing machine of sorts, but it's just got these little slots in there, and
same baker's method.
So before, well, no, it's so before you would take those, you'd have to scoop those hash pucks out, right? And then you'd like dry them out a little bit, then freeze them, and then fucking zest it. Now they literally just take the scoops, put it into this little shelf or this little tray that's got some parchment in it, and they put it in, and it's got all these. They got these specific parameters to freeze dry it, and it comes out perfectly dry.
And how much of that? How much of these new machines speed up the process of what it used to be originally?
It's.
Or does it perfect the process?
It's so that's a debatable thing, because the idea is that some terpene, or a lot of terpenes, are really volatile, and they'll get, you have to put this freeze dryer under a vacuum, right? And that could off gas or like suck off some terpenes, basically.
Oh, okay. So
debatable though, because it still tastes really fucking good the way it's made, and essentially it does speed it up a lot. Versus microplane it would be like around a week, maybe.
And with the conventional,
maybe 3 to 5 days, somewhere around there. And with the freeze dryers, it's like 48 hours.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh shit. So we're talking about
super fast.
We're talking 200%, 300% out.
Yeah, it's basically anybody who's producing hash pretty much like wants that thing. Or
and you lose a little bit. You lose a little bit of terpene, but it's not. But you said that's debatable still.
I think it's debatable. I don't know if it's been proven yet. I'm not. Again, I'm not a master at any of this.
You're up there though.
Just learning.
You're up there.
And but yeah, it's. I fucking love it. I love
a beautiful process. It's definitely
weed and all that.
Yeah.
So.
It's a beautiful process too to actually hear that broken down. There's so many words and like vocabulary and grammar that every time I hang out with you, I feel like I pick up on. Like it's a whole different world, dude. You call yourself a fucking stoner all you want, but when you start breaking it down, till it comes to that ethic, and truly knowing what you're smoking to the point of its science. I feel like that's fucking awesome. I want to get to that point one day. I fucking love weed to that point. I smoke like a fucking chimney, like legit. So something you said there was 3 different strains here. Is there? When it comes to this hash ice rosin, is it? Does the indica sativa hybrid still fall into play?
Even that's kind of debatable nowadays, because the idea is damn near everything you're smoking on is pretty much what they would call a polyhybrid.
A polyhybrid.
Where it's just been bred by so many different things.
Strains.
And it's not like...
Its true genetic has been lost in the process of...
It's mixed with a lot of different things, basically. Yes. And versus what they would call a land race, which is something that was, taken from... say fucking Malawi or Afghanistan or something, right? Like actual plants grown there in that region or whatever. It just I'm having a brain fart right now.
No, you're good. So we're referencing kind of those plants from those regions. So say for example you do get
the idea okay, it's basically like everything is kind of a mixture, right, of sativa and indica. It's not just necessarily
because of where we're at.
Yes,
because of where we're at in time with how far cannabis has gone. We've now gone to the point to where you break it down to this matter that it's a mix and a combination of everything to this point.
Yeah.
So say, for example, you draw an Afghani plant, right? Or you have an Afghani plant, and you do go to the purest form and the purest method of where it all originates from. Do you feel like would that be the purest and the most beautiful fucking thing in the world?
I mean, people have already done it. They've been doing that. It's just refining it, I guess. That's where it comes into play, because a lot of it's hype too. Like right now, there's a lot of like the wedding cake, ice cream
gelato.
Cake. Yeah, and what people do is just take the cultivar that's hot right now, and they'll cross it with something else that they think
which is the new hottest shit.
And all that stuff has been crossed, and that's the idea of polyhybridization. Versus going somewhere, getting some seeds from that field, and having like a true mix and like representation of that region, right?
Of its purest form according to seedling.
But with that, it's like the plant may not be the best for like production.
Okay.
Right? Like some plants may go, I don't know, maybe like 13 weeks or something, whereas normally people are in indoor production are looking like 8-9 weeks for flower time, right? So yeah, there's
because of its origination and its origin, it is going to still retract to its original, pretty much growing format, which is what you said, 13 weeks. So is that something I've always kind of wanted to ask? Is do you feel like the Afghani Kush and the strain and the seedling, why is it that it's not as active in this age of cannabis? Is it because of all the polyhybrid and it doesn't contain as much THC and the high that they're looking for, or how would you, what would you say is like the dying of like, why isn't Afghanistan the breeding the best, have all the weed in the fucking world?
I mean, there's a lot of different regions that grow weed. It's just the idea that people are running out of space to do it.
Yeah.
Right, and with that, most of the breeders in America are doing it in grow rooms or specific spaces where it's electricity. It's a lot of work and time and love going into it, and essentially the idea is like in Afghanistan or Africa or wherever they're growing it, they would have open fields of it. It's open pollination. They have a bunch of males and females all together, and it makes it so the genetic pool is very dynamic.
Okay.
Right? Versus the idea with polyhybridization is you either they're usually only dealing with one male plant because pollen is a bitch. Pollen ruins a bunch of people's grow rooms. It seeds all your plants, and people have to dedicate specific rooms for seed production. Right? So
that fucking actually made a lot of sense to me. Now that I've just been hanging out with you on a daily, that your grammar is finally starting to catch up to my brain. If there was something that you would say, for example, with what you do now, Full Flava is obviously, you rep them because of the way that they do business and the way that they obviously also make some of the purest, hash around. It's exactly what you look forward to more than anything, due to, your how pure you are and how much you believe in what the strain is and the beauty of what it does for people. What would be your prime example of the best tasting hash rosin or Bubba hash, or what would be your favorite way to go about rosin? What is your favorite strain, or what palette do you look for when you smoke something? And even high.
I mean,
shout out to Beastwoods, by the way.
Pretty much, as long as it's got some gas to it.
Sweet, a little bit of earthiness to it. Like I'm not a big fan of Gorilla Glue.
So let's see. This banana, some people complain. My roommate used to complain that this banana OG was too strong because it would just coat all the rigs with this banana candy flavor, right?
Oh shit.
And
it does smell like fucking bananas.
It's one of those things where it's almost overpowering how banana it is, right? And so, it could be too intense sometimes. But
I see what you're saying.
I love the cookie blends.
Okay.
I as much as they're hyped, it's great high, great taste. You know, I mean, I can't deny it, right? They're doing something right. What's that? And obviously, it's selling. You know, like everybody just keeps buying that stuff because it's getting rapped about. You know,
Shout out to Burn.
All the above.
Broccoli cookies down. Quick little thing I want to talk about real fast is shout out to Beastwoods and Runnerz Los Angeles, new sneaker store in the Fashion District in LA. You got to go ahead and check them out, man. They're featuring all kinds of LA's biggest artists, having host album parties here at the shop. Beautiful selections. You can see there's fucking all kinds of killer hype around here. And then also the new host for Purps and Gold. Shout out to fucking Beastwoods and Bree and G and to their team. Little clap. You know what I'm saying? We have that little audio shit. And something I like to always say about Beastwoods and the team is they're the first to believe in the Purps and Gold podcast, and I fucking believe in them, and I support everything that they do and anything that they put out. You know, they're someone that I think everyone should give a follow. They put out amazing product across the board. They've been fucking putting out cereal because they like to eat, and they're always eating every time I see them. So they said, you know what, how about we put some shit out that everyone else can eat too and kind of represents our flavor palette. And they put out this beautiful cereal candy that I fuck up all the time now because George didn't realize that he gave me it twice. So something also as well that I want to fall back to is Beastwoods. 2.5 grams of weed coated with keef, nice beautiful glass tip, clean smoke. You see the clouds, chill, smooth, OG. You know I love OG. So yeah, briefly, man, check them out on Instagram, Runnerz Los Angeles, Beastwoods. Follow, buy some shit, buy some sneakers, buy some clothes. I'll be rocking Beastwoods all day. You know what I'm saying? Back to Garret real fast. What kind of weed do you like to smoke, bro? Because I know you hardly ever smoke weed. You were telling me that. It's a rare occasion that you do.
I mean, I'm not picky, put it that way.
Okay.
Yeah. It doesn't matter that much. I mean, even with the hash, it's like as long as it was produced with love, you know.
Yo, I dig that.
Grown right, then I'm about it.
That's fucking proper. I like to hear that. That's dope. So, you guys see what happened here. It's your boy Big Al. This is Garret from Full Flava Extracts. Rep over here.
Follow Full Flava Extracts.
You know what I'm saying? Check out the dope. Check out the Beastwoods dope. Check out Runnerz Los Angeles and subscribe to Purps and Gold, baby, on all platforms. Spotify, Apple, YouTube, your house, your TV, your radio, your car amp. Everywhere that fucking produces music and noise, that's where I want to hear Purps and Gold. All right, you guys. Appreciate you. You.